guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jennifer and today I'm doing the How I Read book tag. The first person I saw do this was She Reads. I will link her video down in the description below. Please go check her out, subscribe to you. I could not find the original person who did this tag. Every link that I followed was a dead end or the link didn't work. So if I find it, I will put that down in the description, but as for now, I may not have it. The first question is, how do you find out about books? Well, I find out about new books here on BookTube, of course. I get a lot of suggested books on Amazon, thrift books. You know, Barnes & Noble gives you that little sheet when you buy stuff there. There's like things you may like, and that's really about it. Oh, and sometimes through Goodreads, if I see a lot of good reviews on a certain book, I might check out that book as well. Number 2 is, how did you get into reading? As I've mentioned multiple times on my channel, I hated reading when I was younger because I have dyslexia, but I never quite mentioned why I got into reading or how I got into reading. And it was 5th or 6th grade. And I was in school and our whole class for some reason went to the library together, and I was just kind of looking around, like I wasn't intending on checking out anything, but one of my friends was like, "Hey Jay," that was my nickname in school, be like, "Hey Jay, this book's about vampires, I think you'll like it." And it was Hi buddy. And it was the first book in the Cirque du Freak series, and I fell in love with that book and that series, and that is what got me into reading. Number 3, how has your taste in books changed as you've gotten older? I think my taste in books has changed significantly. When I was younger in high school, I really only read young adult books, and now as I'm rereading some of these books that I loved in high school, I absolutely hate them. For instance, the House of Night series, that's been going on quite a while on my channel for now, and I loved that book in high school and I just can't stand it. A lot of the characters are very stereotypical and the characters aren't really that well developed, and I don't know, like, I guess my taste has matured. I appreciate more adult things that aren't so drama and petty like. What's changed also is my diversity and genres that I read as well. Like I said, I only read young adult in high school. Now I read, I think, a pretty good wide range of different genres. Now, I do still read young adult and quite a bit of it. It's just not my favorite genre anymore, and it's not the only thing I read. Number 4, how often do you buy books? I used to buy books monthly, maybe even weekly, very regularly. Now, since I've been keeping track of my book buying habits and my reading habits, that number has dwindled a lot, and I'm kind of glad it did, because I feel like my TBR is finally dwindling down. It's not a huge difference, but I'm definitely making progress on not buying as many books and reading more. So not very often, and especially not recently. I'll maybe buy a book, 1 or 2 books every other month, and if not, the only time I buy a big amount of books is near my birthday and Christmas. Number 5, how did you get into booktubing? Honestly, I'm pretty sure I watched a couple of booktubers, but I was never really subscribed to anybody. It wasn't until, and I never really thought like BookTube was a community, or like BookTube was a thing. I didn't realize how of a tight-knit and big community BookTube is, but I was bored. I wanted to talk to somebody about books, and I've had no outlet to do so except through my boyfriend. So, and I tried blogging before and I didn't like that. And I can't really talk about books that well on Instagram, so I decided, well, why not make videos? And that's what I did, and as I started uploading, that's when I discovered, you know, BookTube, the community, and that's just kind of how it happened. Number 6 is how do you react when you don't like the ending of a book? Typically, I will call my boyfriend and I will rant to him over the phone about the book. And it also my ranting also portrays itself in my journaling as well. Number 7 is how often do you take a sneak peek at the end of the book to see if there's a happy ending? And honestly, I never do that. I just don't. The only time I will look up how a book ends is if I started the book and I decided I didn't like it and I DNF'd it, and then I'll go online to look up how the ending went. Oh shit, I never wrote down people who I'm supposed to tag. And the 8th and last question is, who do you tag? I am tagging Cozy Reader Kelly, Grace Marie, and Bewitchingly Paranoid. Now, if I don't tag you, feel free to go ahead and do it. If I have tagged you and if you've already done it, I apologize. I typically tag people in book tags who comment on my videos often or recently. So if you have already done it, link it in the comments and I'll go watch it, okay? But that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks so much for watching and I'll see you again next time. Bye!